Hello, so I'm here in Belgium with a very important chap. His name is Stijn Kenens and he has made not a copy but a very inspired by modern, new and improved version of an instrument that some people may have seen on this channel or elsewhere called a Gibson Harp Guitar, or more specifically a Gibson style U Harp Guitar after George Lorian. This is actually my own instrument. I'm so glad to have it. It's been 10 or 15 years trying to get one, and it was in several parts when I got it. So you got your standard guitar, 6 strings, and then you've got these re-entrant and lower strings which start on A flat or G sharp, so the 4th fret of the E string, and they go down to a B flat. The theory is the A and the E string are bass strings, or appropriately low bass strings, and to play all 12 semitones you need to just add 10 more pitches. So you got so it is a harp guitar, but really we might say it's in the range of a baritone guitar. So a regular baritone guitar, the B is the bottom note, or you get that on a 7-string guitar as well. So it's not as low as many other harp guitars that you'll have seen. Anyway, obviously you didn't have one at your bench. No. How did you actually construct and build this new instrument? From what
I
method?
fell in love from a picture on the internet, of course.
Me too.
And I proposed to my teacher, where I was following guitar building course.
Indeed, yeah.
Can I build this as the Archtop? How do you say it? Archtop part of the whole building, the whole lesson packet, whatever. And I was like, yeah, if you can find a plan, a blueprint, if you can find an original, if you can draw it out and whatever, I will help you.
And the why was a technical challenge, or
as well, in that guitar building course, you need to build 1 or 2 Archtops if you want to finish that course. And I was like, yeah, I can start with a Benedetto copy or something else, or a Gibson copy, and then you come out to this. You see
Amazing.
this.
So
and then suddenly you're like, hey, can I build this one?
And it's a lot more playable, easy to play. There's lots of innovations and adjustments that he's made. How and why did you make this so much thinner and lighter than the original?
I'm not sure if all of them have that thick neck. I never thought about, oh, this needs to be thicker because it can't hold strings. Even now, if I loosen the turnbuckle here, I think it can hold on its own.
That's amazing.
And it's a bar that goes to the bottom of the guitar. So it's quite a sturdy thing.
The truss rod's not through the neck. That was an only innovation from the Gibson company in the early 1920s. Now, we help the tension by pulling the neck back, but on the exterior. So we can see, this is the typical pre-law neck that we'll see on not only Gibson instruments, but other instruments. You see this on banjos, even from the 19th century. Super thick, triangular, prismatic neck. Why did you take away some material, and how did you decide on referencing that triangular shape? It's not completely...
I kept the shape a little bit, like the V shape. That's how it's called. Just made it a little bit more playable.
Yeah.
Because that's like a tree
trunk. It is.
And this is a thick guitar neck.
Is your theory that they actually made it unnecessarily thick?
I think so, yes. But they're all that thick. That was what they did in that day. But it's not that necessary. You play this for like 3 hours now.
Indeed, I have. Yeah, I have, and I'm so tired.
Getting a little bit cold in here, but you're not. Your fingers are not fatigued. You still love playing it. You're not like need to stretch your fingers because you have to get around.
It's ergonomic. It's ergonomic. I regard Gibson early Archtops and Law era Archtop, of course, the iconic L5 as an Archtop guitar. But is it actually a full Archtop guitar? We should actually explore that.
First time I measured an original one, the one from Benoit Meul Stef.
Yeah.
I noticed that it was really like a flat surface where the bridge is, and then it goes like a slide.
You can maybe see that. So.
German carve almost. My idea was, why don't take it a little bit further?
Yes.
And because we know more now about an Archtop
Yes, we
than what they did in the early 1900s.
Absolutely.
So I've got a book of Benedetto,
Benedetto,
how to build an Archtop guitar. So I implemented that kind of theory on this instrument.
You're saying, Sen, this is actually flat under the bridge. Is that correct?
Yeah, the top is flat.
This is arched. This is arched. That's arched. But right here is flat. Ironically, the arched top is the top is flat.
Why is it that way? Do we really? Do I really need to copy the instrument as is?
So let's now go in and have a look on this at your top. Can you try and get it down there?
I think it's more arched.
Yeah, well, it is. You can see it's carved on the bridge. You can see the bridge is carved.
The foot
of the bridge includes cut-ins. I can see it. There, there and down. Yeah, I can see that better. Yeah.
I think I took more time to do a real recurve.
Okay.
So it's maybe acting more as a real or a modern kind of art.
Can you say in really simple terms, in terms of tone, response, volume, or similar, what the difference actually is on a guitar like that? Obviously, we can hear it, but you know.
I don't know.
You actually don't know?
No, I've never heard a real harp guitar, Gibson Harp Guitar before. But I know they stopped building them from till the 1925. So my idea was, why not take it the next step and implement everything we know now how to build an Archtop into that historic instrument. So it's a mix of the old looks and the more modern Archtop, which I hope pushes it to a new limit. Like it's not an old 1900 Archtop. It's more like the 70s, maybe 90s Archtop.
Okay, that's interesting. I know you had the compensation to the bridge.
Yes.
There wasn't compensation. This is also a new bridge on this one, but of course, from the factory,
you don't need a straight line. It has to be compensated for the four round strings and the two planes.
Most people play the guitar, you know, in an open position, just playing chords. They're not expecting people to play up all the way up there. But I mean, once you've got it, the instrument really does ring across all of the strings a lot better. I believe that the string gap is the same measurement on the neck. But you can see on mine maybe that, or on the original, that the string gap is greater on the bass strings, and it's also further away. I think we measured earlier. Was the distance how many mil? Or
I think it's almost at the bridge. It's almost 2 centimeters.
2 centimeters. So the span here between my little finger and my thumb is 2 centimeters wider, meaning playing. If you film this, playing the outside strings. Playing the outside strings. This is way, way, way harder. I'll play the exact same thing on his instrument. And watch my right hand if you can capture it on the video. Look at the span difference. Okay, yeah, it's still hard, but you can see it's not the absolute stretch. Is the gap the same here, or is it more? I think it's even more.
Okay. Yeah.
Any particular reason?
No,
or how did you come across that?
The one I had in mind, or the one that I had on my desktop on the computer as a reminder, that's what I'm building, or that's what I want to build.
Yeah.
Is that one particular instrument where I noticed that the A flat
Yes.
runs like straight through
the dots.
through the dot.
Okay,
I'm not
on
sure
this
if you,
one it doesn't.
yeah.
It's
So
actually the
that was
G's
for
now.
me was a reference.
Already on
but
the
I'm
second
not sure
string
if,
there.
if it's necessary or not. If it had like the original bridge on it, I don't know. So for me, it was like that's the look that I'm after. So that's what
No,
I'm
it
building.
doesn't. Right, okay, gotcha.
So and now when we're comparing the instruments, you're like this one plays much easier because the strings are closer to each other.
What does it actually mean to play an original instrument in the way that they played it? Is this piece of wood that I've got really the original? Yes, it is the original actual piece of wood, but does it sound and play and resonate, sympathetically vibrate, and play and feel identically, or has that wood changed over those 110 years to a degree that is actually further away from the original than obviously the example that we've got here, even incorporating the changes that Sten's made? And I know what you think.
Yeah, we talked about that. But
You think the answer is no, because it's changed too much.
if you want to play historical correct music, you don't play it on an old instrument.
No, I mean,
Because it's an instrument that's 200 years old. When you want to hear how a certain piece of music sounds,
that's true.
like
when people
when it
build a
was
harpsichord
played
or something.
in that time,
Yeah.
like 100 years ago, you need a new instrument.
Right. Simple.
So that's this.
I mean,
one.
like the obvious one is when people play the lute, people started building great lutes in the 20th century and still build them today. The most common guitar recorded in this day, in the 1910s, was of course the steel guitar, the Hawaiian guitar. And they do sound brighter and louder than those exact guitars, taking those exact guitars and playing them now. I think that's enough. We should get to seeing how true that is now. I'll just play with my fingers. If we just play all of the chords on the old one first and go down, this instrument's a work in progress and doesn't have all the frets finished, but there you can see that classic darker tone that we associate with the vintage or antique Gibson Archtop guitars.
Okay.
Do something very similar on this. Gonna be shocked. In another video I'll play with a plectrum as well, with a pick. And I won't play any music on this because hopefully we'll be able to upload at least some of the clips that we took before. And I won't explain how the instrument works, I've already made 5 videos on that. He's a crazy guy. And check out his actual the guitars that people might also be more familiar with.
I'm building whatever people want. It's like
Okay. This was just like a quick overview of a fascinating thing. So do write the questions in the comments. We can both reply to them. And I've got to also thank Stef here at the Rabbit Field, which is sounds like a weird name, but it's a fantastic recording studio space. Film it, yeah, it's so cool. And now it's snowing. Too bad this is not Christmas.
No, it's half February. It's very nice to have somebody playing my instruments and something that's so special. And then, yeah, you did an excellent
Thank
job.
you. I wanted to share it with people who are interested in antique Gibson, vintage Gibson, pre-Lloyd Law, and you know, the harp guitar world in general. I mean, if anyone's got the patience to watch through a video of more than 10 seconds, then here it is. And you know, we'll try and answer questions, and there will be more, including, as I said, some longer examples of me playing that one, and in time, longer examples of me playing that one. So thanks for watching, and thanks to you, and thanks to the studio.